were born in Gstaad, Switzerland, and named after your father, who was a very important man. Your mother was murdered. You were with her in the car when it was forced off the road. That child was subsequently adopted by Frank and Pam Moore.
My parents are dead! Two men were waiting for me when I got home. They tried to kill me! What's up? You're dead! What do you want?
The world needs you to assume the mantle of your forefathers and take up their struggle against evil.
Jalil Ben David. Pick him up.
With Flickr, we will literally be able to program anyone we want to do whatever we want.
You must let go of your old life.
I can't! The detective who broke this case is my friend's father. If he doesn't call off this investigation, the Singh Brotherhood will have him killed.
Seen Kit?
Well, I was just gonna call you. I've been trying to contact him, but he doesn't answer.
What's wrong?
Somebody's broken into the lab. We've turned everything inside out and it's gone.
What's gone?
The new tack suit.
Any outbound flights between 7 p.m. last night and 6 this morning? She what?
What's happened?
Well, did she file a flight plan? If you do, contact me immediately. Goran left last night at 3:19 a.m. in the Gulf Stream.
You mean she just left?
She told Hank she was running it to Heathrow for maintenance. Kit was with her.
David.
What the hell?
Hey, listen, you gotta call off your investigation.
Where have you been?
Doesn't matter where I've been, you can see I'm alive, so just shut it down, okay?
Hold on. Do you have any idea what you put my daughter through?
Yes. Tell her I'm sorry.
You know what? You can tell her yourself after I book you. For what? I'll think of something. Get in here. Hey, Clark! Look who I got here. Get in.
I called you as soon as I found out.
You have IDs yet?
Yeah.
Clark.
Get a pulse. Running stat.
Daddy?
Ready, I need you.
Daddy! If they see you with her, you're gonna be putting your life at risk.
Just received confirmation that the subject is dead, but it appears that the target may survive.
Bella, you have no idea the position that puts me in with the board.
Perhaps you should have thought about that before you ordered the operation. I told you repeatedly that flicker
Programming cannot completely override strong personal bonds
between subject and target.
Just...
Please.
Tell me this isn't going to be an issue with the Ben David operation.
There is a number of
Factors that could be problematic. Multiple subject,
each individually programmed with relatively complicated tasks, plus subjects working on tandem.
teams.
I understand. What's wrong with teams? I love teams.
We have yet to test Flicker's efficiency.
Under such a complicated scenario.
If one thing goes wrong, the entire operation can fail.
Ooh, all or nothing. Love the sound of that, Bella.
I'll deal with Detective Davidson in New York. You just be sure you're ready with Ben David. No mistake, Bella. All or nothing.
Janet, get contract services on the phone. Let's see if there's anyone in New York we can count on.
I knew something was off. I just froze up.
Come on, Kit. He was the guy's partner.
No, I know. And I saw him right there, and he was acting weird as hell. And I'm wearing this tack suit. And all I had to do was step in between them. You know, I don't know, maybe Vandermark's right. Maybe I'm not up for this.
You're at a terrible disadvantage. Almost every Phantom has been trained since childhood. Years of training.
Great. That makes me feel much better.
Almost every Phantom.
Except Christopher Walker. The first one. He was my age when he started.
That's right. You were right in warning Detective Davidson. If you hadn't, he'd be dead. I mean, as it is, he's still very much in danger.
What about Rennie?
She could be too.
What if I screw up again?
You learn from it. Remember, you took an oath. Do you see this? The Fire would never surrender this to someone who wasn't deserving.
That's not very nice.
Hello?
The dead man down on the street was here to kill your father.
Who is this? Chris?
Now it's a friend. You must listen to me very closely.
And you threw him off a building?
It was an accident.
An accident?
He was going to kill your father.
How do you know?
Listen to me.
You are obviously not thinking clearly right now.
Well, I'm not thinking clearly. You're the one who just threw someone off a building.
Chris Moore sent me.
How do I know you're not lying?
I have no idea what this means, but he told me to say that only dolphins lie.
He's alive.
Yes, and...
Can you talk to him? Now, how are his parents, Frank and Pam? Are they okay? Hello?
His parents are dead.
They were murdered by the same people who are after your father. Chris is now under my protection. I'm trying to do the same for your father.
But we don't have much time. We have to get him to a safe place.
He has a bullet in his spine. We can't move him. He's still in the respirator.
Yes, and a medevac is en route. There's a Gulfstream jet standing by at JFK.
It's been outfitted with all the necessary medical equipment to safely move him.
This is insane.
Yes, but ask yourself this. Which is crazier, everything I just told you?
Or Clark Ellis targeting your father for a murder-suicide?
He's fine. He'll be in contact. Who are you?
They call me the Phantom. For you and your father.
Grant, we gotta go. We gotta go now.
Wearing them ensures you'll be under my personal protection. I may ask you for a favor in return someday.
Come on. Thank you. Very impressive. You even got that whole ring thing down.
It's all in the journals. Thought it might be kind of cheesy, but... You know, once you do it live, it's kind of cool.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
And scared. Chris should give her a call as soon as he can.
Oh, should he? Thanks, Dr. Phil.
By the way, that was real nice, throwing the guy off the roof. Very subtle.
I didn't throw the guy.
You do know that the Phantom's not supposed to just kill people.
The guy was pretty clumsy. Might as well have been a suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to requisitions?
100,000's been wired into an operations account under your name to cover expenses.
Oh, good. More than enough. Any problems?
Besides Babor freaking over the suit and Vandy bitching about how you're not returning his calls?
Well, technically it's my suit and Vandy is my employee.
Okay, you be sure to tell him that when you come back. You are coming back.
As soon as I figure out how the Singhs managed to co-opt Davidson's partner. Rennie's dad and him worked together for years and he just decides to shoot him. There was something really wrong with that guy.
What do you think it is?
Some kind of hypnosis? Mind control?
That seems pretty far-fetched.
Well, I wear a Kevlar vest and a helmet. So what's far-fetched? You hang on to this for me?
What is it?
Something I owe someone. If I need you to deliver it, I'll call you.
I think I'd be much more useful here.
I'm worried about the security breaches Vandermark mentioned. We can't afford another one, not on this. I need somebody at home base I can trust.
Keep in touch.
You wanted a return on your investment. Here it is. The return of the Phantom. The only efficient adversary this institution has faced in 483 years of operation. So tell me, Ratib, why have you sunk over 400 million into this flicker thing? A technology which is, by the way, so unreliable it's been abandoned by virtually all intelligence agencies on the planet, while refusing to spend a relative pittance to address the very real threat posed by the Phantom.
I don't know, Steph. I don't know. But I bet you're going to tell us.
Punks like you, all cufflings and cap teeth. Oh, college-educated, but dumb as mud.
Is there a motion on the table?
You want a motion? I move that we terminate Ratib Singh as CEO for reasons of gross incompetence. Forthwith.
Golly gee, these things are sharp, aren't they? All right, then. So, do I hear a second? Anyone? Hidaka? Joel, you always second these things. No? Doug? No. I know I have your vote, Sarah. Very well, then. Motion failed to carry due to no second. Please note that in the minutes. All right, then. Moving on. Let's get an update on this Ellis affair. Pete.
Oh, sorry, RJ. Dr. Lithia has confirmed that any physiological changes in Detective Ellis's brain structure due to flicker tech are too subtle to be detected by the New York Medical Examiner. Corporate Communications Division has been tasked with ensuring that Davidson is thoroughly discredited. Our waste management unit in New York has been deployed to Ellis's apartment to eradicate any traces of our activity, if any.
Thanks, Pete. Nice work. So, in the meantime, corporate security at TIFCOM has been beefed up and put on priority alert, and I will personally be calling my little friend in Bathop to ascertain how much, if anything, they actually know about Flickr. Finally, regarding the Phantom. Yes, he's a royal pain in the butt. But a ghost who walks? Thanks, but no, I won't be drinking that particular brand of Kool-Aid. Once we've resolved this Ben David issue, he will be dealt with. I swear.
Where is he?
New York. He's investigating Alice's assault on Davidson. He believes that the Brotherhood is deploying some sort of mind control.
Mind control?
Kit feels that he has some promising leads.
You should have informed me. You should have told me you were going.
He didn't want anyone to know.
That's not a good reason.
Well, he is the Phantom.
Yes, but he's not ready. Until I deem him capable of carrying out missions on his own, I must be told of all his whereabouts. I lost him once, I will not lose him again. Is that clear, Gurad?
Of course. But until it's proven otherwise, I take my orders first from Kit Walker.
What about the girl?
She's in shock. She's still figuring out where she is.
Does she know?
The Phantoms always choose very perceptive and intuitive women. She's no exception.
So?
She's obviously suspicious of something. She can't explain Chris Moore's connection with us. Would you like to meet her?
Miss Davidson, I wish to welcome you and let you know that we will provide any medical assistance your father may need. Is there something you need?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I would love to know who you people are.
You'll find out eventually, when the time is appropriate.
Why are you doing all this?
Why? Because this is what we do.
Is Chris coming here?
Why don't you come with me? I think you need some rest.
Hello?
Rennie.
Chris? Chris, where are you?
Queens.
What? What are you doing there?
Waiting for someone.
Did you guys get in okay?
Yeah. You know, my dad told me what happened, how you tried to warn him.
He's awake?
Yeah. Well, he was. He's sleeping now.
Is he okay?
Hold on. They said there's a chance that he might not walk again. It's okay. I mean, he's dealing with it pretty well. Better than I am. I think he's gonna be one of those crazy wheelchair guys who snowboards and plays murder ball.
Rennie, if anybody's gonna get him back on his feet, it's gonna be you.
Oh. Yeah. And this place, it's amazing. Chris, they have diagnostic technology here. It's beyond state of the art. It's just the thing is, I don't...
What?
I don't know how we're gonna pay for it. I mean, Dr. Babor just flew in a neurologist from Sweden, and I doubt he's on my dad's HMO.
Don't worry about that. Okay, it's taken care of. You just worry about getting your father well.
Seriously, Chris? How did you get hooked up with these people?
It's complicated. It's a family thing.
Yeah, well, you owe me some serious chat time.
Yeah, I know. I will. Rennie, I gotta go.
Will you thank the Phantom for me again?
Yeah, I will, I promise. Now that's service. You satellite guys are working much longer hours than the cable guys. Now, are you ready to talk?
Okay, everyone. No mistakes.
Subjects are in position with unobstructed views of the screen.
Switching signal to flicker pattern 9 Alpha 9er.
Initiate the sequence and mark.
Initiating. Target defined. Subscriber number K9 21342-008. Cooper, Anna V. Subscriber number K9 21342-011. Johansson Sven. Subscriber number K9 21342-0012. Law, Trevor H. Subscriber number K9 21342-009. Dale Rubin. Subscriber number K9 21342-0010. Holliston, Nina Alexandra.
And terminate broadcast.
Internal processors amplify the signal into a complex series of timed electromagnetic pulses that lock the subject into a profound beta state.
Why doesn't it affect us?
Well, the image we're looking at has been processed and filtered to render it harmless. But the actual image, that is quite lethal. I mean, the microwave harmonics it utilizes actually reconfigures the brain's physical architecture. The result is irreversible physiological alterations to the limbic system that could ultimately be fatal.
Sounds like a weapon.
Could it be used to brainwash someone?
Oh yes, quite definitely. Hardwiring the limbic system would be an outstanding way to assert control.
So how do they know the target's watching when they broadcast?
On. For it. Just say cheese. The old camera in the cable box trick. Pretty clever if I say so myself.
Kid, were you able to get anything out of those two goons you took down?
Nothing useful. What about you guys? Ron, anything on TIVCOM?
Incorporated 3 years ago, privately held, primary service satellite broadcasting. They've carved out a niche serving just over 40,000 subscribers from Boston to DC and parts of Virginia and Maryland. CEO, Dr. Bella Lithia. Not much on her beyond standard IRS filings, etc. No criminal record.
DMV?
Nothing.
Smells like an alias.
Location?
Corporate offices in Manhattan, Delacorte Tower. They also have a broadcasting facility in Newark, New Jersey.
And they've got what must be the most secure computer network in the universe.
My IT boys couldn't crack it.
So I guess we're green on Plan B.
If Plan B is you getting your ass back here and finishing your training, absolutely.
Actually, no, that's not even a plan.
Okay, then. So what is Plan B?
Plan B is I break into TIVCOM headquarters.
Fine. I'll send out a team of experienced agents and...
No, you will not. This has to stay between the 5 of us. We cannot afford another breach.
Kids, you are not ready for field operations.
Well, maybe not. But this thing's gone to way too much trouble to get this deal online. For this to just be something to get a couple of cops killed. This is something way bigger. And the answers are here.
You can't do this alone.
I don't plan to. I'm working with some local talent. I gotta go. If I need anything, I will call you guys.
Local talent?
Hey, Jordy. Dude! Yo, I like the slick new look. I can't believe it, man. I wish you'd have called, man. I was freaking out. What happened to your parents? I don't really want to talk about that. Oh, come on, dude. Hermano, this is me you're talking to. No, I know it's you I'm talking to. That's why I can't tell you. That's why you can't tell anybody you've even seen me here. All right? So what do you need? You ever deliver to an outfit called TIVCOM, Delacorte Tower? 42nd floor, twice. Security? Hey. The elevator's open into one of those private lobbies, and no one gets past that without a card. Oh, so what, you just came to see me to ask about TIVCOM business hours? No, man. Come on, I came to see you. I came to see you. And to make sure that my past life was real. So what's the deal, man? What's going on?
You're not gonna tell me, are you? It's cool, man.
Hey! How are those ribs? Good as new. You know, we started working out again. Feels like I got a metal plate around me, you know? I'm invincible now.
I know the feeling. Good seeing you.
Take care, man.
Take care.
Well, I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Cooper.
Mr. Secretary, would you mind signing these before you go?
Thanks, Anna.
The package has been delivered. He's on his own. Good luck.
Kit, we can only deactivate the
security grid on the 17th and 18th floor for a few minutes. So be quick. Security systems offline in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There should be a staircase to the 18th floor behind you.
Kit, there's a workstation on the main server. Use it to access the database.
Got it.
Hope this works, Babu. Nice.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Lithia, but there seems to be activity on the main server.
Are you sure?
It could be nothing, but I figured you'd want to know before I told the others.
No, William, you did the right thing in calling me first. I'll take it from here. Hello? Give me corporate security.
I know this woman.
How?
I testified against her as a professional witness in a Rwandan war crimes tribunal. Her real name is Flamina Kahl, a very eminent behavioral scientist, until she was hired by high-ranking Rwandan officials.
In what capacity?
She conducted a most notorious effort to use brainwashing techniques to create child warriors for the Tutsi genocide.
Was she successful?
Far from it. Dozens of her subjects were rendered brain dead by her technology. Oh my god, look at her salary. It is obscene.
Babor, can we locate a subscriber list? We can cross-check them against police records. See if we can get any hits for unexplained violence or suicide.
Okay, I'm uploading the master list of TIFCOM subscribers. Names, addresses, serial numbers. Jason, you there?
Yeah?
Electronics you found in that receiver box. Sounds like exotic stuff. Expensive?
Oh yeah, very. Like, military grade.
There's no way they're gonna have one of those things in every subscriber's house.
Well, I'd say that's a reasonable assumption. I mean, they went to a lot of trouble to swap out the one at Ellis's place.
They have to keep track of them. Maybe their serial numbers have some kind of identification code and we can predict who's in danger of exposure.
Right. Well, we're on it.
Kit, you should get out of there. Fast.
Okay, I am out of here.
Need a lift? Great.
Stay tuned tonight for our exclusive coverage as peace activist and international laureate Jalil Ben David addresses the General Assembly.
Don't be silly, Lorna. I can't do that. No, not even for Brad. I don't care what Oprah's willing to do. I'm not Oprah. Just tell him to relax. I am not in the ambush business, and I promise not to hit him with anything ugly. Listen, I have to go. I have another call. Call me back with a yes. Nina Holliston.
It's Dale.
It's absolutely critical that you expedite Mr. Everby's press credentials.
Of course, Miss Holliston. When do you need them?
Immediately.
Well, it's just, it usually takes security at least 5 working days to run a background check, but...
Oh, come now. We don't need to bother with that, do we? I'd hate to have to take this upstairs.
Of course, Miss Holliston. Right away. I'll handle it myself. Ready?
So what, now we sit on our hands?
Of course not. Contact the local authorities, hand over what we've got, and they take appropriate action.
Which is exactly what you criticized Babu for doing.
We don't have the resources or manpower.
The resources or manpower? The Phantom's dealt with bigger things than this with 4 nuns, a can of kerosene, and an organ grinder's monkey.
Corsica 1911, the raid on the Villa Sarducci. Very good. Nice to know you're doing your homework.
Don't screw with me. You said it yourself. Ever since my father died, Bothap's become a joke. All we do now is piggyback outside agencies. We were the ones who kept the Brotherhood in check. We were the ones who did it for almost 400 years. And you know for a fact that the minute we turn this over, they'll be tipped off, if they haven't been already.
No, it's too dangerous. You're not ready.
Now, my oath is to protect the innocent. Not when I'm ready, not when it's safe. I will not break that oath. I have to stop this. The only question is, are you gonna help me?
We finished the analysis on the TIFCOM subscriber list. Out of the total, 43 have committed suicide or violent crimes within the last 6 months.
Out of over 40,000? Is that unusual?
Oh yeah, very unusual. Especially considering that only one had a documented history of mental illness and that none at all had previous criminal records.
That is weird.
And that's not where the weirdness ends. We sorted the crimes in chronological order, and it showed a steady rise in severity.
Yeah, at first almost exclusively suicides. 3 months later, we begin to see the first of the homicides. And a month after that, mass murder. That woman in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Bethany Ann Gardner.
The woman who poisoned the PTA. She was a subscriber?
As was the young man responsible for the Georgetown shooting, the crane operator who dropped a load of girders on the city bus, and the list goes on.
And in every case, the subject either committed suicide or attempted to do so immediately after the incident. And the few that failed, well, have no memory of what they've done and exhibit significantly impaired cognitive functions. Exactly what we'd expect to see from exposure to this kind of technology.
It's sitting next to the TVs in over 40,000 American homes right now.
No, I believe Kit is right. These enhanced boxes are not in every subscriber's home.
You've confirmed that?
No, not as yet. We haven't yet collated the serial numbers, but in any case, the boxes themselves only amplify the signal.
Because the programming varies.
Well, yeah. I mean, depending on the desired behavior. But it requires a remote transmission.
From their facility in Newark?
In all probability, yes.
Then we take it out. Tonight, upload us everything you have on that location stat. Satellite shots, layout, security issues, whatever you can put together in the next few hours.
Yeah.
Will do.
Welcome aboard.
Heard anything?
No, he's still in surgery. Nurse says so far so good, but he'll still be a few more hours.
Chris wanted me to give this to you.
What is it?
He said it's something he owes you.
Dear Rennie, I know I promised to explain everything, and if you're reading this, it means I might not get a chance to do it in person. I have enclosed a key along with this letter. I just want you to know how sorry I am that I had to leave you the way I did. We had so little time, and I know this is crazy, but I love you, Rennie. I think I've loved you since the minute I saw you. I know you may not feel the same way I do. And I can hardly blame you if you don't. I can never make this right. But I can at least help you understand that leaving you was the only way I could protect you. On the desk, there's a journal. Its contents will answer all your questions. Whether you can find it in your heart to forgive me, know this. I love you. Forever. Chris.
Yes?
They're going to hit TIFCOM.
Jaco, you're gonna love this. Guess who's planning a breach at the New Jersey facility?
Oh, let me guess. Walker?
You spoiled my surprise.
Laissez-le-moi, je vais me le faire. I want to hear his last breath when he begs me for his life.
Yes, of course you can. That's why I'm calling.
I appreciate it, sir.
It's my pleasure, mon ami.
I assume you would like him to suffer?
Yes, of course. What the hell is that? Jaco, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, listen to me. After you've taken care of our friend, I want you to terminate the entire Flickr team.
Ah bon? Toute l'équipe? Et la femme aussi?
Yes, Lithia too. Especially Lithia. Destroy everything.
Très bien, c'est compris. Vous en faites pas, je m'en occupe.
I love it when you say that, mon ami. Have fun.
I will.
Dr. Ron said this place was heavily guarded.
You sound disappointed.
That's Jaco's car.
Looks like someone else has a problem with TIFCOM.
Come on, old man. We've got work to do.
Goes to walk. This is for my brother.
Oops.
Carbone céramique composite. Tu comprends ça? In English. T'inquiète pas, je vais te montrer.
Oh, that guy, huh? Wouldn't do that if I were you.
That's for my parents. You okay?
Let's get going.
Come on. Let's throw your help, Vandy.
Too bad. I liked this coat.
Should have come by myself, old man.
Yes, you should have.
We're alive.
Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me.
I'll call an ambulance.
Radip Singh. You used me. Bastard.
Tell me what his plans are.
War. Forever war. Better 3. Flicker. Better 3.
Where does Tivcom fit in? What is his objective?
Tonight, 11:38. The city. Jail. Photographer. Magic. Magic bullet. Bullet.
Come on.
What's that?
Electric pulse generator. It'll wipe every computer in this place. Come with me. We still have business to do on the roof. I'll get the explosives. TIFCOM won't be transmitting anytime soon.
Yes.
They took out our guys at TIFCOM.
They what?
Dr. Lithia talked to them.
You remember what we talked about?
The backup plan?
Yes, the backup plan. Do it, now.
It's complicated. I'm gonna need some time.
I said you do it or you die. I don't care how, just do it.
They're ready.
At this point, it's a guessing game. We hope to get more information as it becomes available. And be sure to stay tuned for our live coverage as Jalil Ben David arrives at for what could be a historic keynote address.
Historic indeed. Let's face it, boys, everyone loves a nice juicy conspiracy, right? Now, thanks to Flicker Tech, we can design and manufacture vast conspiracies. What the world will witness in less than an hour will be just the beginning of what promised to be the most prosperous era in the history of the Singh Brotherhood. Within days, a memo will surface, signed by the United States Secretary of Defense, William Manchester, urging the president not to deploy Project Juggernaut against Jalil Ben David. Additional documents will then be leaked to the press, indicating that Juggernaut is a code name for an NSA program designed to increase tension in the Middle East through the means of political assassination. Everything after that, gentlemen, will be turnkey. Impeachment? Why not? Terrorism? Sure. Revolution? Let's do it. War? Who knows? Who cares? The bottom line, gentlemen, is whatever sucks for them is great for us. Oh, please, no. Oh, no. Shall we watch the fireworks?
And in New York today, a shocking possible motive has surfaced behind the recent attempted murder and suicide of 2 decorated NYPD detectives. With more details, Chip Rickett is on the scene.
Residents in this quiet Hoboken neighborhood awoke to intense police activity here at the home of missing Detective Sergeant Sean Davidson. According to inside sources, Police are searching for evidence in what may be the worst case of police corruption in decades. Davidson and his deceased partner, Detective Clark Ellis, have been implicated in the systematic theft of hundreds of kilos of street drugs.
Well, there goes my disability pension.
You know what? Forget it. Once Chris figures this all out, we're gonna be fine.
That would be nice. I'd like to go out on a high note.
Go out? What are you talking about?
Baby, let's be realistic. I can't be working cases out of a wheelchair.
So you're just gonna quit?
Make a sound.
Tonight, you've got 21 minutes.
11:38.
Photographer, magical lit. In the city, in the city. Tonight.
Tonight, 11:38.
Photographer. Jail. Magic bullet.
JFK.
Magic bullet, JFK. Dallas.
Assassination.
JFK, Dallas. At 11:38 tonight, they assassinate. With the magic bullet, that's the one that they recovered that proved that there's gonna be a second shooter.
Photographer?
Photographer must be the first shooter. Somebody in the press corps who can get close.
Just have to figure out who's the target.
Just have to figure out what's going on tonight at 11:38 in the city. Jail. Why did she say jail? I don't know. It's got to be something big though. All this trouble. Jaleel.
Excuse me, sir. This off. Would you mind picking up your bag and following me?
Jaleel Ben David. Here it is, Jaleel Ben David, scheduled to give a major speech tonight. It's gotta be it. 11:38. No, he's not scheduled to speak until midnight.
Security is going to be drum-tied inside the building, so that's out. Brace yourself. There's the timing, 11:38. What's that, 22 minutes before the speech? And David will just be showing up.
Which means it's probably gonna happen when he enters.
We have less than 12 minutes. Who is it?
I don't know, it's blocked.
Is that Kit?
Who is this?
This is Ratib Jawad Singh, but you can call me RJ. Congratulations, by the way. I've been monitoring your progress. You've done an impressive job so far, little one. Not bad for a late bloomer.
It's been my pleasure, RJ. By the way, your broadcasting facility in New Jersey, it's toast.
Ah, yes. I'd heard about that.
And we know about the plan to assassinate Ben David. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah? I think it is. You see, right now, Jason Kim's holding a gun on your little buddy, Detective Davidson, and his beautiful daughter. Oh, yes. And if things don't go down precisely as I have planned, they're both going to die. But hey, that's your call, kid. Oh, and, have an excellent day.
Damn it!
What did he say?
Jason Kim's the mole, and he's got Rennie and her dad, and if we try to save Ben David, he's gonna kill her.
Pull together, Alpha Team. We got a hostage situation.
What's going on?
Jason Kim. He's our mole.
That's crazy.
He's armed and threatening to kill Rennie Davidson. Last confirmed location, room 14 in the Met.
Got it.
We don't have much time.
Hopes are high as peace advocate and Nobel laureate Jalil Ben David prepares to deliver a keynote speech that insiders say will include a 12-point blueprint for peace for the troubled regions of Israel and Palestine. And here they are arriving now.
Odds are Slim Garan will manage to secure them in time.
This truly is a historic moment. After so many failed attempts, hopes are high that Jalil Ben David can achieve a sustainable peace agreement in the Middle East. This all thanks to his unique background and his incredible gift in bringing together these sworn enemies. This great humanitarian is the face of hope.
Kit, I'd understand. We all would. Ben David's an important man, yes. He's not worthless.
Shooter is down. I repeat, the shooter is down.
Has Ben David been hit?
Shut up! Not when. How could this have happened?
You could have missed the best part.
Just joining us, it is very chaotic.
Oh, you bad little blue boy.
Is that?
Doesn't matter. It's too late. Kill them. Kill them both. Now.
No, I don't think so.
Who is this? Where's Kim?
Sources at the scene have confirmed that Jalil Ben David was wounded in the attack just moments ago.
Let him go! The man saved my life.
No, you're gonna be okay. You hang on.
We got it from here. Can you stand, sir?
Ron, how's Rennie?
She's fine.
Kim's in custody. How's Ben David?
Looks like he's gonna be fine. I'll go with him to the hospital.
Okay, good. I'll tell Vandermark to meet you there. You were right about the enhanced receivers having unique serial numbers. The board collated them with the subscriber list, and they all checked out except the last 5.
You? Don't worry. I'm here to help. What do you know about the 5 subscribers?
We believe that they were involved in the attack.
Who are they?
The first one's dead, suicide a few hours ago. Nina Holliston.
The news lady.
Yep. We believe that she was tasked with providing press credentials to the shooter. A freelance photographer named Dale Everby.
So our freelance photographer's the primary assassin? Let me guess. One of the subscribers is the one who tried to kill Ben David in his limo. The security guard?
Ben Johansson, security supervisor? Chances are he also helped Everby get his weapon inside the perimeter.
The other 2?
Anna Cooper and Trevor Law. We haven't figured them out yet. Cooper's an administrative assistant to the United States Secretary of Defense.
What was that last name?
Trevor Law? We're not sure what his role was yet.
I know that name.
We got it from you.
He's the paramedic. Keep driving.
Have confirmed that Jalil Ben David was wounded in the attack just moments ago. As of now, we don't know whether he was actually shot. He was alert, and his feet...
Chuck, I'm sorry for cutting in here, but what exactly are we looking at?
Well, Diana, that's the ambulance that...
No, Chuck, on top of it. What is that?
It's a masked man in some kind of purple suit.
Oh, for God's sake.
Assailant has hijacked the ambulance, and it appears shots have been fired from the rear of the vehicle.
You okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Police are standing by. Seems this might be evolving into a potential hostage situation.
Whoa. We gotta get this guy to a hospital fast. You're gonna be okay.
And it appears that Jalil Ben David is safe and sound.
Oh, no. Oh.
Meeting adjourned.
You have, without a doubt, exceeded every expectation I've had for you. Havana?
No thanks.
We dealt the Brotherhood a serious blow. The first in over a decade, and the first of many to come. Sad about Kim, though. Never would have suspected him to be our mole. He seemed like a straight shooter.
So did you.
What do you mean?
Should have burned it.
Burn? Burn what?
My dad's last journal. Should have destroyed it.
I'm sorry, you've lost me.
In his last few months, he saw things in you, Vandermark. Things that shook his trust in you.
Such as?
A penchant for cruelty. An inflexible, judgmental arrogance. A weakness for the finer things in life. How much did the Sings pay you to betray us?
It had nothing to do with money. I did what I did in order to protect what your father and I had built. The only way to save Bothap was to bring back the 22nd Phantom to Bengala. That has been my one and only goal since the death of your father. My loyalty has never wavered. Will never waver.
Even if that meant leaking information about our operations.
Oh, I would have done much more than that to uphold your father's legacy. But now, all this is behind us. History. Now that I've trained you, molded you in the image of your forefathers, the future of Bothap is secure. By the way, how did you find it?
The journal? I didn't. It was an educated guess on my part.
You are a walker.
I guess the ends do justify the means.
Sometimes they do. Most of the time, we don't choose the cards we're dealt.
So the only thing standing in your way, well, the only thing keeping me from fulfilling my legacy, were my foster parents in New York.
I told you I did not kill your family.
No, you just gave the Sings enough information to do it for you.
How else could I make you understand what was at stake? To connect you with your forefathers, but to suffer firsthand the sheer ruthlessness of our enemy. They would have been killed anyway. I didn't want their death to be in vain.
They were innocent people who had nothing to do with our fight. They were the kind of people the Phantom defends.
I did it for you, Kit. Don't forget that I made you. Here. If you think I'm not worthy. Go ahead. Pull the trigger. Break the oath. You're the last in the line, boy. Do it!
No. We're done.
Your father would be proud.
Oh, yeah. You don't deserve to wear this.
Kit! 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 I can't let you walk away like this! I can't let you destroy everything we built!
What exactly do you guys do here?
We analyze, we deduce, we project, and then we act.
Sounds like what I used to do. What about all the skulls? You guys in some kind of sect?
We respect our past.
Must be something to keep up an operation like this, huh? Medical facilities down there, labs and all. All the expenses must be in the millions, no?
We manage.
Who manages?
It's your turn, Detective.
There's got to be a head to this organization, huh? I would just like to meet him before I go. Say thank you for everything he's done for me.
Well, I will happily pass on your warmest regards.
Can I, meet him in person? Come on, Dr. Babor, huh? I know I'm only Rennie's father, but, I figure I'm entitled to know something, huh?
There is someone we worship. Someone who is our great inspiration. Someone who shows us the meaning of ethics with the grace of the wind. He's neither here nor there. One never really knows where he is. He appears when you least expect it, vanishes just as fast. An ethereal creature. One never really meets him. He's something of a legend.
Thank you, Doctor. You just gave me the definition of phantom. Guess that would be checkmate.
Dr. Edwardson says he'll be on his cane in a few weeks if he keeps up his exercises. That's a big if.
Well, I'm sure he'll listen to you. You'll be happy to know that the charges made against your father and his partner have been dropped, and the NYPD is ready to reinstate him as soon as he feels well enough.
Thank you. I don't even know what to say.
If you or your father need any additional assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you.
Your plane is here. When you're ready.
Rennie.
I didn't think you'd come.
I had to. You read the journal?
Yeah. You've changed. You were wrong. I do love you. Since before we even met, I think.
Why don't you stay here?
I have to go with him. He needs me now.
No. You keep that.
Will you do something for me, Chris?
It's Kit.
Kit. Will you, thank the Phantom for me?
I'll do that.
do know that one of the Phantom's most sacred duties is to produce an heir to continue his legacy.
Brothers and sisters, we find ourselves at a historic crossroads. Even as we face an enemy who has relentlessly hounded and plagued us since our inception, we are without a single surviving heir to the Singh bloodline. Ratib Jawad was sadly the last. But even as we have suffered misfortune, so has fate smiled upon us. For she has delivered us a new leader of unquestioned loyalty, prodigious strength, and utter ruthlessness. A leader who reveres our history, respects our traditions, and, most importantly, has intimate knowledge of enemies' strengths and weaknesses. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to formally welcome our new chairman of the board, Abel Vandermark.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Singh is dead. Long live the Singh Brotherhood!